Hey you guys, welcome back to Rames Games, the number one place on YouTube for Wayward Terran Frontier Zero Falls content. We are back in the game, about to run ourselves into an asteroid because I was trying to hit the record button. Getting this ship back so we can scrap it. Hopefully I don't have to. Oh man, I forgot to do that slide about when the game crashes. I did say I was going to do one of those. I just remembered. Anyways, we just need to get to a logistics bay now. Logistics thing. Logistics room, as it were. Restock ammo, repair. I'm gonna do the classic quick save. I'm gonna see if this is actually a bug. If I can't actually spawn this in. But I can, so I don't. You know what? For science. For science, guys. For science, I'm still here. For science. So remember, I quick saved before I did the scrapping research. So that design should not be sorry, I forgot that. Stop hitting your wrong buttons. So if I access this and spawn ship, that ship should not be here. But it is, okay. So either that's a bug and the things, because you researched it, are persistent. The researches are persistent. That it carried over even though the save file was rolled back. So, whatever. Because all this would be red because I didn't set that up, so I say no. Also, it's the basic fixed machine gun, which you know I didn't pick because this says 194 explosive energy and the fixed machine gun has 392. So they're actually far less powerful than I am. So these ships have an inherent upgrade now over that. It's again, always the wrong button. This. I'm gonna put this away in storage. I do like to store backup nanite ores and stuff in case I can do like inventory management on these guys. And I'll put the assault rifle away because yeah. And I'll put the armor away. Why not? Alright, so this is for armor, that's for guns, this is for blueprints and nanite ores. Or data cores, sorry. Data cores are going to be like, I'll go off and collect them off camera, then show you what we get. That way all the in-between stuff is cut out when I don't feel like actually fighting things. Also, you can see that because I reset the game for science, that Marv is gone. And since we have this ship, there's no reason not to try to bust our way into this freaking station. There's going to be a lot of death because of the things that these guys shoot. A lot of death. Luckily that ship is forever in combat with them. So one thing we can do right now is we can actually use this prop as cover. Or I can totally get hit with it, which is fine too. There we go. Now to assess the damage. My nanite aura should be repairing all systems, so Ideally, this gun will be getting fixed on its own. Everything else is trying to shoot me now at this point, though. So one's a machine gun turret, and the other is... Oh, careful. It's actually a really bad angle. I'm gonna die, and this is gonna be funny. Funny to me. Maybe not funny to you, but... it'll be something. So these guys are really gonna want to hit me. This guy right here is a machine gun turret, which won't do all that much damage. But I'll need to actually rush this guy. So... YOLO mode, basically. Now is not the time to run out of ammo. Getting a good amount of shots off on me. Need to break line of sight. Get all this repaired. Make sure I'm not losing any oxygen. I think they're hitting asteroids. Whoa. No, they're not. I did not think he still had sight on me. That is completely my bad. Also, that did a fair amount of damage. The only reason I care about keeping this room sealed is because... unfortunately, every time I walk by, the door is going to activate, which is going to release whatever stored oxygen, or otherwise, as is the issue. Going to release it into space, so less than ideal to have that keep happening. Especially now that oxygen is persistent, so... basically, we're just going to go back in guns blazing. We don't care as much about the machine gun turret, as long as we can get the other guy lined up. He's got more than like a 320mm cannon. Gotta get in here between shots. Come on. Alright, so that's the damage. We're gonna be fine. As long as we don't hit this asteroid. And we'll just turn around and shoot this guy. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm far more accurate than he is. With more guns. So. Let's just get closer. Get that attack in a more concentrated area, and there we go. Alright, that is something I never would have done yesterday. Alright, make sure we're good. In order to dock, we're going to need docking bays fixed. Fairly obvious. And as long as not too many systems are broken, I think we'll decide to heal everything else. I wish the nanite aura would show the same repair effect as the gun. Really. Because as it stands, especially with the new amazing art that we have, really don't know what's being repaired. because the new repair animation is, or the damage animation is pretty sweet. Where are we going? Go ahead and grab all the exotic matter that we have right now. Probably shouldn't, since we're about to go into battle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, turn. Come on. Come on, man. Gotta work with me a little bit. Okay, that was my fault. Yep. We're not gonna keep doing this, are we? Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. Shit. Hate docking on the side, but oh well. So, quick autosave, even though it saves between ship hopping, just in case. The missile system that this ship has is still entirely pointless. The fact that there's no enemies here at all is slightly terrifying. However, ouch. I have a really inaccurate rifle, but it does have about 5 shots in it. There you go. Sorted. You can use a med bay for convenience. I was kind of hoping there was aliens to fight, because that's about the only thing that makes these things interesting. Now let's just hope it has cargo. I really haven't been here. Starting to get internally upset. The lack of things in the station. The people that are tearing the game apart on the Steam forums sometimes make a good point. The one review that I read it in length was just this guy raging about it being Asteroid Simulator because he's playing the game wrong. I flat out told him that he's playing the game wrong if you're constantly running into asteroids. But he was just, I don't know. He wasn't even critiquing the game, he was just raging because he kept dying one too many times. The stations are boring. Nobody's being fooled here. I just fought into the station, and it has absolutely no loot, which is unfair to the player. Why does the station have no loot? I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. But I can tell you that I just wasted my time. I've been trying to fight into this since like the first 2 recordings that I scrapped. And was preparing for it all last episode, and there's nothing in here. There's nothing to do in the station, and we see it as layout like all the freaking time. So that's one of my complaints as far as content is concerned. Of course, that'll be fixed in due time. It's just, I don't know. There seems to be a lot more work into ship combat than there does any of the stations, which the stations are really half the game. You've got fighting for loot out in space, and you have getting on stations to gather loot. If your sources of loot are boring in a game that you claim is about loot, then there's an issue. Also, this is a terrible idea. Need to slow down because I don't want to run into this stuff. These are broken up ship hulls, yes, but like they're props, so they can be run into. Let's go into the next sector. I know we're at 14 minutes, but whatever. That's the edge right there. There might be a small asteroid belt on the outside. No. We've already explored this station too. And there's another station up north that we explored. So you didn't miss anything. It's just what happened off camera. There seems to be some loot up this direction. Next to this station. Which we will definitely explore. Because something just needs to be worth our time right now. God, this like a freaking log. Okay, so I thought this was telling me that there was like loot, but it's just a dead ship, which is fine. More to explore. I don't have any turning on one side of my ship, which sucks. Hardcore. Hardcore nuts. Oh. I'm trying to compensate with the mouse turning in. It's just not working. Got our minigun out because it's fun. Yep. As assumed, the crew is dead. And there's nothing on that. Awesome. Oh, in a game about loot, I'm finding a surprising lack thereof. Let's just rush this guy. I don't even care at this point. And I'm not trying to sound negative or anything. It's just I don't care. Like I do not care about rushing this guy. We have no important loot on us. So what's there to lose? Really? We are not winning this fight right now. And unfortunately your inventory gets a little weird with the hotbars, so items that you had in it just kind of switch out, unless I did something which I forgot about, which is totally likely. But I want to play it off like I'm flawless and don't make mistakes. No, I do. And I often forget about them. Alright, so let's get to the station. See if there's anything worth our time. Hopefully. The whole point of this game is loot, so let's find some, right? We just line up. We should be able to drift to it a little bit. Come on. I don't really have any way to get to that. Cool. I should just repair this. There's no reason not to. Alright, quick save. Oh cool, there's enemies. No way. Oh, this thing shreds. It does 20 damage per hit, which is actually quite a lot. Like, I had a shotgun that was doing 11 shots, but at 3 damage, and you missed 90% of them. If that word dock was like where the bullets came out, that was the optimal range to keep them. Because they didn't seem to get hit by like all 11 bullets for all the damage. It was kind of stupid. But that doesn't matter, we found a station. with enemies, so hopefully it generated properly with loot this time. Don't play chicken with the aliens, Rams. It's seriously just not in your best interest. Of course, I can always swap weapons like I did there. Trying to get the aliens' attention. Wrong button. There's a med bay right here we can take advantage of. Go ahead and get that healing going on. Come on, loot. Wrong thing. Okay, 34 scrap. It should still be 600, yeah. Nothing up here, some gunnery consoles and a map, a star map, which isn't that necessary. Go ahead and open these data cores as we get them. We have an airlock, which is nice. That's step one in completely redesigning a ship. We'll need a few consoles. We have some hallway components that we can research if I ever feel like it. Which I don't. I should just go down the left side and come back up the right side, like I did in the other station that had nothing in it. I'll admit, I'm a bit salty about that, but hey, we're getting past it. Hallway component. Improved 150mm autocannon. Excuse me. Remember, we are using the 150mm autocannon. So, to have an improved one is great. I'm gonna say mucho bueno, but I know nothing about Spanish and I'm not gonna pretend to. Private Captain, useless. Auto shotgun. See, look at that. It has 6 bullets per shot, 8 damage. It's just dumb. Of course, I am also just tossing out things I don't want. Is this rifle any better? Fire rate is 1.6. Got a lot more damage to it. What's the clip size? 5 shots. 5 shots. I'll keep it. I'll put that in the gun chest. No, don't equip the minigun. We do not want to equip the minigun. Alright, there's nothing in this, which is that, but whatever. So this armor just has shields, which is useful. It's just, I don't care. I prefer the armor that gives us a lot of O2 capacity because it has a helmet. Even if it doesn't offer us too much support in terms of staying alive. Could this rifle be any less accurate? Can I get hit here? No. This is awkward. Again with the inventory rearranging itself issue. Serpentine. smack him in the face. I do love the minigun a lot. So with that explored, hopefully everything went okay, because I'm recording these at 60 FPS now. And if I can't handle it, if anything went wrong, do let me know in the comments, because I'll probably watch very little of this, if any at all, in the editing process. But that's gonna do us today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to have a great day and to stay as positive as possible, even when not getting loot in this game. Sad day. And I'll see you in the next episode of Wayward Terran Frontiers. Frontier? Dear Falls. See you then. Bye-bye.